blessing, and every L is a lesson. So when I run into rejection, I know it's only redirection. I see the blessings right beside me. The chances of quitting are likely. I do it like I'm in my Nikes. Don't make excuses, they never excite me. Boxes, boxes, I cannot fit in the boxes. Stop it, stop it. Quitting was never an option. Exhausted, exhausted. This passion is never exhausted. And you cannot stop it. Nah, you cannot stop it.
Oh, what is up? What is up, boys? We are back for another one for the pregame report, the debut episode, Knicks versus Mavs. I don't know what else to say. It's not in my contract for a pregame intro. I only do intros in the morning. I'm going to throw it over to the next person. Go ahead and grab the mic.
right. So you just say, wake up and grab your coffee. It's more like, sit back, pour your drink.
I love scotch. I love scotch. Scotch. Yep, it's that kind of night. I can't believe I'm up this late. I know it's 8 o'clock, right?
And we committed to an entire playback tonight. I'm excited about that.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, for everybody in the chat, we put it in the description. And here it is. Where's the little ticker taper? There it is. Join us for the game tonight. Knicks, Mavs, 8:30. This will be fun. What up, Philly?
You know what's great? I got to give a shout out to mine and Jerry's wives because they drive us absolutely bat crazy when it comes to their coffee cups and their illogical sense of using the things that we spent tons of money on. They did give us permission to be on this game, which, we both were unsure of when we got put on the spot by Jigga and Hector on the last episode. So glad that we both got permission. And it's crazy because my wife is out right now, and I just got Miles asleep like 3 minutes before we got backstage. I was like praying the whole time, like fall asleep. Melatonin.
But wait a minute. You just touched on something that's so dope. You have a kid named Miles.
Uh-huh.
Miles McBride might quite literally be the next great Knick coming up. So some might say, Phil, that you made this happen for Deuce, sometimes Trey. I have a brother named Trey McBride. That's dope.
That's dope. So, what are you drinking, Jerry? You said scotch. I'm a huge scotch guy. What do you got?
I got a little Johnny Blue. I'm not gonna lie. It was a birthday gift from Courtney Kemp from Power. Sends me a bottle every year.
Nice.
By the way, when you said that Celso and Hector made us do a tailgate, Hector was like, I didn't. I didn't tell you guys to do this.
Yo, that is actually the only Johnny Walker I like in the whole line. And I got it bought by a couple that I shot their wedding years ago in Brooklyn, and they got me a bottle. And I was like, all right, I don't hate all Johnny Walker. Blue is actually really good.
Blue's good.
Of course,
Phil will go on a tangent
expensive.
Yeah, Phil will go on a tangent when it comes to the scotch. How about this? Because I'm not going to hang out the entire time because we're going to do a duck race. So for those of you that are watching us on Twitter, your other platforms, jump over to the YouTube channel. You'll see it in the description. You'll see it in the links. We posted on Twitter. Come over here because in our chat, all you have to do is drop the word quack in the chat and you will literally be entered into, yes, it is a duck race. If you haven't been here before, you're about to find out how the duck races work. Jump over to the YouTube, drop a quack in the chat. That'll get you entered and we will give away. What are we doing? 1 month league pass?
1 month free NBA league pass, courtesy of Playback. And then if you happen to win it, or if you're a member of Playback already, do your Playback sign up, use your league pass there. Come watch the game with us. Come on now.
Yes.
And if you have it and you're in the chat, still put up that quack because that's a cool little gift to give to a friend that might not have league pass. So if you're in the chat and you already have it, you could still be a duck. Hop on over.
And let's be real. I just love the fact that every time we do this, we have to say quack so many times. It just makes the show really awkward. Look at that. Even PC said, you quack. Welcome to the family. He said, I'm over here now. Appreciate you. So again, I'll jump in and out. But Jerry, I went ahead and I invited our boy Dream, who always rocks with us on the playbacks.
Yes,
he's going to come hang out,
legend.
talk a little Knicks action with us. Eddie's going to come through and talk. So I'll let you guys handle this. Let me jump backstage and start entering these quacks. Hey, Dream, you're back there. Dream!
Yo, what's going on, fam?
What is up, my guy?
Doing well. How about you all? I mean, the Knicks they've been okay lately, right? Trade's been, okay. right?
Yeah, just
Okay.
just a little bit okay.
The only undefeated team of 2024. No biggie.
Shout out to someone who put Emmanuel Quackley. That we should just give you a month free league pass just because that's the most creative.
Shout out to Quackley and his letter to the New York fan base. Shout out.
Oh, that was amazing.
That was the heartbreaker.
Yeah, that was an amazing letter. Do we have it real quick? Let me pull it up on Twitter real quick so we can read it to the folks. Because no, it was in the Players Tribune. Shout out to Emmanuel Quickley for that. But guys, go back and forth. I'll look this up real quick.
Well, when he's pulling that up, let's talk real quick about the game tonight. Okay, we know Luka. Some are calling it he got the OJ Anunoby-itis. Like, I don't want to really the whole night. That's not Luka, so that's a funny joke for Knicks fans. Luka doesn't fuck anybody. That's crazy. But I will say, some could call this a trap game. No Luka. Kyrie earlier in the week said, I love beating the Knicks. He has a very good record against the Knicks. He can win a game on his own. So I want your guys' opinion before Hector pulls up the Quickley thing. If I'm Thibodeau, I'm saying, you know what? Let's send a message. OG, you're guarding Kyrie from tip-off till close and get in his ass. Because that's really the only guy's going to beat you tonight, right? If you're going to do a Luka-less Mavericks, it's going to be Kyrie Irving. OG, show the league what happens when we want to take a player out of a game. And that's my hope, and that's what I really want to see. Because, I don't want to sleep through this game. This is a total scare. I'm not nervous, but I'm a little scared. What's your guys' thoughts? Eddie, what up?
Yo, what up, Jerry? What up, Heck, Phil, Dream?
Chilling, baby.
How's it going? How's it going?
I'll kick off with my first thoughts. Honestly, I was a little bit disappointed to hear about Luka not being in today.
True.
Because if we think about around this time last year, he absolutely broke every New York Knicks hearts with the game that he came back and made us look like complete amateurs in that last minute of the fourth quarter, where it was just like, we got this in the bag. And then he was like, you idiots, like, don't ever let your foot off my neck. And so I was really hoping that would be like, not only like Jalen Brunson's like, haha, Dallas, you shouldn't have let me go revenge game, but like our squad's revenge game. But I think it would be, hilarious to watch like their one offensive guy in Kyrie Irving, who like, of course, talks smack and says, I love playing the Knicks. Like, okay, cool. Here, OG Anunoby's guarding you, and you're going to go, like, 1 for 20 tonight. Like, I would love that. I would love to see that humiliation and then just see how, the big media spins it tomorrow about how we only won because Luka wasn't there or whatever they're going to do. But I'm not very nervous without Luka being there, honestly.
Yeah, no, and like Phil's and like Jerry brought up, this can easily be a trap game, right? I know us Knicks fans we're riding high on like optimism and a nice little roller coaster of emotions. But as long as we stick to our game plan, OG goes out there and do the same thing he has been doing, stick to his game, which is defense, cut to the basket. I just want to see what Julius Randle is going to do in this game. This year, so far, when it comes to Randle, he's been more efficient, right? This is not the same Randle from last year. And in the 5 games with OG in the lineup, the way that the ball moves around between Julius Randle, Jalen Brunson, I want to see that. And, of course, Deuce DeLacia, Deuce McBride. Let's see what the bench mob could do this game around. Let's make it 6 in a row.
Yeah, Hector, I think that's where I am right now. I think many of you made this point the other day, and it's that, for this team in particular with the Knicks, it's really important now if you're looking at a long postseason push that every one of these games that you can whip out, a player that maybe isn't a part of the strong 7 or 8, bringing out those players from 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way down the bench, because you never know during the playoffs, during those particular moments when you're going to need to call on those players, because that's what tends to happen. So this Knicks team already, you got those guys in the top 7, 8 that are going to be taking on the bulk of the offense, the defense, night in and night out the rest of the season. So give those guys a little bit of rest. Bring on some of these bench guys. If you can blow Dallas out the water, beat them in 2 quarters. There's no mercy rule in the NBA. So if there were a mercy rule, put him in that mercy rule and then bring on your bench after to get some development in there. I think it was you the other day, Phil, that said that developing these young guys is something that you like to see from this team. And if you can train these guys throughout the season, this is what the good teams do. And these are what the legacy teams do, because that's when the young guys are up and ready the next season to step in. So it's all a part of the process. I think tonight is the night that you guys just go and blow them out the water. Do it.
Look at that B to B analysis right there. I call it, look, if you could blow out a team in 2 quarters, Tibbs is still going to play Randle and Brunson. That's what that's what we call time and a half, right? You're going to work a little extra that you don't need to, but you're going to get paid because your stats are going to be good. Eddie. And then we got to kick it to Hector for the quickly part. Really quick, man. You have thrown out some infuriating trades.
Oh, yeah.
It is so good because I know exactly what you're doing. Some of them I'm like, that would be really good. And there's others I'm like, Eddie's trying. He wants it. He wants me to text him right now and be like, yo, what are you? Very, very good stuff. But do you have any concerns tonight before we kick it to Hector for the IQ
Of course I have concerns, Jerry. Of course I have concerns. This is the New York Knicks we're talking about. And I know everybody's out for Dallas, but this is the NBA, man. Teams can make runs. Teams can get hot. Some scrub could just come out and show out tonight. Like Tim Hardaway Jr. might, who knows? Maybe some of these guys have like career nights. So I'm always worried when it comes to the Knicks. I know we've been playing, out of our minds, but, I worry. So, but the one thing, that's good. Listen, we've been holding teams to 97.4 points per game with OG. So that's something, man. You know what I'm saying? The other night we held that team to 19 points in the second quarter. That was insane, incredible. Man. Like, these are like numbers that, I always say they're like 1990s basketball numbers. You know what I'm saying? So, look, we've been playing really good with OG. Hopefully, it keeps going. Our schedule looks good. It's easy. You know what I'm saying? We have a couple of games coming up that look, pretty light. We should be able to get the win.
We deserve it. Our schedule sucked up until this point, so we deserve it.
We got the Grizzlies, the Magic. We should make up that game against the Magic.
That's the big one I'm looking for. But we don't want to look past all this. Yeah. And like I said earlier, if I'm Thibodeau, I'm putting OG on Kyrie early and setting the tone with that. Yeah. All right, let's go IQ. But I just want to remind everyone, really quick, we're going to shut down the X stream in a couple of minutes. Jump over to YouTube. The link's in the chat there. And then the quack for everyone asking, and I know Celso put it up, we're doing a little duck race in honor of Playback, blessing us with some 1 month free NBA League Pass subscriptions. We're going to do a duck race. And you have to be in the YouTube chat and, throw us a subscribe and like if you haven't done that already too. And then, winner wins 1 month free. Then jump on the Playback stream with us. Hector, your heart must have been heavy today when you read IQ.
And first of all, when that came out, and just to add on a little bit to what Eddie said, when you look at our schedule for like basically to the end of January, we got Dallas tonight, then we got Memphis, Orlando, Houston, Washington, Toronto, Brooklyn, Denver, Miami, Charlotte, and Utah. The only teams, right, that we could be worried about is really Denver and Miami. Right. So if we just win the games that we should win and, we play competitively against Denver and Miami, I know we're in 4th place right now and I may be sipping on the Kool-Aid, but we could be knocking on the third on the 3rd seed in the Eastern Conference if we're able to take advantage of the nice little easy schedule we have right in front of us. But to what Jerry was talking about with Emmanuel Quickley, I know a lot of Knicks fans out there were in their fees today because he wrote a letter. He released it through the Player Tribune. Emmanuel Quickley said, "More than anything, I remember what we've built here. I find myself at a restaurant in the city or a store. People will come up and say, thank you. We appreciate everything you've done. Bit of fans since Patrick Ewing. That's when it really started to hit me what this meant." Shout out to Emmanuel Quickley. And, RJ Barrett's had some nice words also over the past couple of days when it comes to their time in New York. When we drafted these guys, when we drafted RJ specifically, we were bad. We were mediocre. We were the laughingstock of the NBA. We were what the Chicago Cubs once were in Major League Baseball. Now the New York Knicks, we've had a level of consistency we haven't seen in a while. It's been about 5 years. Phil's favorite coach of all time, Tom Thibodeau, is in charge of the Knicks. So I'm feeling good.
No, straight up. So it's crazy because I feel like the last few weeks have been like New York Knicks narrative killers. You know, like we try not to like full on preach narratives here, but there's times where we do have like certain things that we think are true, you know, and we'll kind of buy into that. But even that, like Emmanuel Quickley exit interview, exit letter and everything like that, where he's giving Tibbs, you know, thankfulness, you know, but like it's cool because it says even when there was highs and lows, you know, so he's saying, yes, there were low moments, you know, but Tibbs still respected me, even if there was low moments between us kind of situation. But the biggest thing was his props to Randle. You know, like we know that they had their situation and there was that point of frustration. But at the end of the day, he's like, that's my brother. You know, he texted me as soon as we found out the news, telling me, no matter where you are, young man, you know, you excel, you kill it. I'm always here for you. I'm just a call away. You know, so it's cool to kind of like see those things and kind of see everything kind of starting to come together right now. So I love that. I love what we're seeing there. It's just really, really promising to see what's happening there. I'll let you guys go with that. And then I want to bring up something on a question that we had in the chat before we move to the next topic.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Jared.
No, I want to throw it to Eddie and Dream too, because like I guess this is how I've been my whole life. Like, not saying I've moved on. I've been checking in on RJ and Quickley. I hear what he's saying. Like, if I saw Quickley in the street in New York tomorrow, I would thank him, right? Yeah. But it's hard for me. I'm not one of those dudes that stays friends with my exes. Okay. And that might be harsh. What I mean by that is like, it's hard. It's hard to, so I'm going to be checking box scores. I don't know if I'm going to be watching Raptor games. I'll check a few highlights here or there. I'll check a box score, and I'm rooting for them. I'm not rooting against them. It's just, you know, I want them to do well. It's hard. There's real emotion tied to those two guys. And I like what RJ said. He really is, you know, we do have to thank him even for this 6-win stretch. I'm trying not to count tonight. So 5 wins, right? He was a part of rebuilding the culture here. And Quickley as well. So I kick it to Dream and Eddie. I don't know if you guys are as emotional as me. And then we're going to clear the decks for Phil. And then it's duck races time.
Oh, yeah. Rubber duckies.
I mean, as far as emotions go, they're gone. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. You know, they're not Knicks anymore. I root for my team. I will watch the Raptors games, though, because I want to see how they're doing. But, yeah, I'm kind of rooting against them, I think, because they're our rival. So naturally, I'm going to root for them to lose. I hope they all get paid. IQ, he's going to get paid no matter what.
Oh, definitely.
He's too good. So, yeah, I mean, I don't like hate those guys or anything like that. But they're the Raptors. As far as I'm concerned, they could go lose. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't have any particular sort of affinity towards either. I mean, we cover every team from the NBA on Boards the Bucket, so we have to be exposed to every team, whether we like it or not. So it could even be the Detroit Pistons, and we're going to be tuning in to watch and see if they're going to lose. It could have been Game 40 by now had they not been given a game by the Raptors. But I think for you guys, and the perspective that I would take objectively, is that sometimes you got to appreciate what you got and look back at what you gave up, and then sort of see right there and appreciate what you have now and what you had before, but it's different now, right? So you have OG Anunoby. And so one thing about OG Anunoby that I watched before when he was on the Raptors is the fact that when Pascal Siakam was out of the lineups, when he was out of the games, he augmented and made Scotty Barnes. That's when we started talking about all-star Scotty Barnes, was actually when Pascal Siakam wasn't hogging up shots and taking up possessions anymore. Suddenly you unlock Scotty Barnes, who is now the franchise of, a franchise player and a future all-star according to their coach, who went off the other night, which was really funny. But also one thing about the Knicks is that they also, got this player, OG Anunoby, that now is going to unlock Jalen Brunson, also Julius Randle and some of the other guys around them. And so I think I can see that transferability from one team, the Raptors, to the Knicks right after. And so that's where I kind of can appreciate that perspective. And then with the Raptors, we could talk about them on the Raptor stream some other time. I don't care about that. But for you guys can appreciate that. And they're playing pretty well over there. So another conversation for another time.
OG better unlock playoff, Randle. That's all I'm saying.
That's a big thing. That's a big question mark, and that's why I think so. Eddie, I got a couple quick trade rumors and trade things. We definitely have to talk about them at some point. I got to see your takes with the Knicks and what I would make. I got a top 5, but yeah, Phil, I think you had somebody from the audience you wanted to answer the Hartenstein question, I think, which was good.
Yeah. So before we do, I want to remind you guys we are getting ready to disconnect from Jerry's X stream. If you want to be part of the rest of the conversation and you want to have a chance to
get over here.
I'm going to do it now. You know what? I'm disconnecting right now. X,
get over here.
Also hear what Phil is about to say. Jump over to YouTube, Morning Brew. The link is all in the chat. You can find it easy. Morning Brew Sports Network. Jump over now. Jump in that chat. Duck Races. Type Quack Duck Races for the free 1 month of NBA League Pass. And then also, before that, you'll get to hear what Phil is about to say. Cutting off the X stream right now. I hope I know how to do it.
I hope you do too.
Yeah, you did.
All right, we're off.
Real quick before Phil goes. Eddie, that was a very heartless answer that you gave us when it came to Emmanuel Quickley. I can tell you lost a hamster or a ferret as a child. Go ahead, Phil.
I don't have any emotions.
So that's a great point, Hector.
We can tell.
The first thing that I was going to say before my next point is that the reason it's so heartless is because Eddie's been putting RJ Barrett in trades since his rookie year. Like, that's something that Eddie has done. Like, since he was the number 3 draft pick, Eddie has posted trades with RJ Barrett in it. So for him, he's just been wanting it to happen. So this was like Christmas late for him. But I wanted to point out Brent Boyd's question. He said, how do you guys feel about Isaiah Hartenstein? And he and DiVincenzo are my favorite Knicks. So I'll say this. Hartenstein, to me, has overnight become top 5 center in the league. Like, he has completely shown that we have pretty much unlocked a cheat code that we didn't know we had. Like, this is insane. When we have one of the best defensive big men, and now we're like, oh, we don't really miss him. When he comes back, he can play the bench. Like, that is a huge thing for this guy. Same with Dante. Dante fits the starting lineup great, and he's playing out of control right now. And to put it, in Eddie Presti words, and for me, I'm a Hispanic, so it's a little bit different. He loves the whites. That's what he said in his post-game show recently.
Shout out to the whites.
So shout out to those two guys. They've been balling out of control.
Well, actually, Isaiah Hartenstein, he's mixed race. He has that logic flow. So
Listen, if he's a half a white, I'm counting him. Okay, that's it.
Eddie, stop it.
That's it. All right, I'm counting him.
But when it comes to Hartenstein, right, I want to echo what the both of you guys were just talking about. Isaiah Hartenstein, he's playing himself into a big time payday, right? He's done an amazing job, leaps and bounds. I don't think any one of us thought Isaiah Hartenstein was going to play this well. We know how good Isaiah Hartenstein has been. He's been solid coming off of the bench. I wasn't sure if he had the stamina to go as long and, be as effective as he has been, but he's setting records, career highs in rebounds, 20 rebound games here and there. I guarantee you Stephen A. Smith knows who Isaiah Hartenstein is right now. And a lot of the naysayers out there, we've been talking about, should the Knicks trade for this person? Should we go for a backup center? Should we go for this person? Where everything's constructed right now, I don't think we got to go for anything. Maybe I'm sipping on the Kool-Aid a little bit too much. Mitchell Robinson, that talks about him possibly coming back. I like where our team is at right now. I know that's more than the Hartenstein thing, but I just want to tell you, I like what Isaiah Hartenstein is doing. I like the way this team is clicking right now.
Yeah, so just real quickly on the Hartenstein question, because I did bring it up in the chat, just real quick for anybody who may not have seen it. I do think there are some parallels here with Kevon Looney, who I think is half the player that Isaiah Hartenstein is right now, but made a tremendous difference for that Golden State Warriors team. You saw how one defensive center could change the entire schematics of what the Golden State Warriors did. And they haven't really been the same since Kevon Looney has not really been the same since, and some of the surrounding players as well. And so, yeah, I think we got to do the duck race in just a second, but I would preface really hard what Hector said before about Mitch Robinson coming back. If he comes back and Hartenstein is still here, holy crap, do you have depth at the center position to go far in the playoffs? So that's where I am with that. And if you don't, you still have a good shot at it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, should we last call it for the duck race?
Yeah,
we got
last call for the Quacks.
time.
Yeah, 51
right,
people watching. Five likes. Come on, guys, drop a like in here. Come on.
Guys, last call for the duck race. You know, if we're sitting at 2,814 subscribers, if you're watching us, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button as well. Hit the like button. Throw the quacks in the chat. And like Eddie says, give us poor bastards some money. If you want to drop a super chat, $1.99 here. It goes a long way. It makes sure that Eddie Presti, he doesn't punch a hole in the wall talking about his New York Mets.
The first B2B person who drops a super chat, and if you say that you were from B2B and drop a super chat, I'll give you League Pass. How about that?
Hey,
how about the highest bidder? The highest bidder super chat, like as of right now until the end of the stream, gets League Pass. So you can get a month of League Pass for $2, $3, whatever, $1. Who knows what the highest bid is going to be? If you do it here, League Pass is yours. DM me. We'll talk over here after.
We are a very poor channel. Please give us what you
I'm nervous. I always got nervous for the duck races. Why am I nervous for the duck races?
I just got duck race. Once Dream just said that, I just got a little bit nervous right now for the duck race.
Could we side bet? Side bet on the duck race? I'm trying to get action on the side. Who's going to win it?
You know, therapy is something that we need to look for when it comes to sponsorship. If you're trying to, bet on a duck race, Jerry.
This is called, sponsored by Better Health. All right, Celso, I don't know if you're back there working the board. I leave it. Let's do it. Hello, someone said the Jim Nance voice. That's great. Hello, friends, and welcome.
So we got 30.
Like no other.
We got 34 likes. We got over 50 people in the building. Smack that like button for your boys. Let's get the likes up to 50. And like my guy Dream said, the highest bidder in the chat from his community will get a league pass. So put us,
or from anyone, from anyone in the super chat.
From anyone.
If you drop that super chat, DM me on YouTube, or we'll figure out a way. DM's Brew Crew Sports on Twitter, and they'll reach out to me, and I'll hook you up with League Pass, a month of it. So yeah.
Well, let's do it.
Let's do it, baby. We love that little.
All right, we're all looking at you, bro. We're all looking at you.
Let's see
Ladies
it.
and gentlemen, welcome to your first time ever for some of you, but some of you know exactly how we do here with our lovely duck races. Kind of shocked some of you were afraid to put the word quack in the chat. I feel like they thought we were setting them up or something, but either way, less names for me to have to enter. Let's pull it up here, ladies and gentlemen. The ducks.
Ooh.
Wow,
the ducks are all in a row.
Wait, that's definitely not. That is everyone in the chat. That's 3. Well, you can't see everyone, right? Is that how it works?
Well, it's 18 people actually dropped a quack. Some people didn't drop a quack, and we called last call.
So you didn't let. Oh, you really didn't let anyone in if they didn't say quack.
I thought
you guys say quack.
We
this man gated this thing hard. No exceptions.
We say quack, damn it! You gotta say quack in the chat so we know you're here.
Somebody just said quack.
Oh, someone did just say quack. All right, talk without me for 2 seconds.
Oh,
all right, cool. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Man of the people, man of the people.
Quack.
Yeah. Last call for the quacks. Last call for the quacks.
Yeah, and I guess I'm stuck here in the center, but while I'm here, yo, guys, I got to just give you guys the biggest shout out because I'll tell you, I've been watching No Dunks for probably about 12, 13 years. They're like my morning show, right? You guys going on every single morning has now cut into like that time because I really enjoy what you guys do. On Wednesdays, it's exclusively a morning brew, like sports, just because, and really it has been about the Knicks. So in the end, it extends back to what your team is doing this season. And I'm a Heat fan, so I have no reason to really cheer for the Knicks ever. But the fact that, Jerry diving into playback, but also this team and what they've done this season, it's been such a fun journey. And listening to you guys when I'm at the gym in the mornings, it's so much fun to be riding along the journey with, a team fan group. And I've never seen this much of a cohort grow as fast as I've seen with you guys in the Knicks. So keep grinding, keep doing what you do. And we love what you're doing at B2B. And I'll speak on behalf of everyone. So
and you guys
appreciate that,
you guys thought IQ was the only one to make you cry today. Damn it, Dream.
I was just about to say, I already cried once today. Dream, damn it, don't make me cry twice. All right, my guy.
We know the hustle. We know the grind. We respect what you guys do. So
before we do the duck race, while we still got people in here, can you post the link to the playback so that everyone from here can feel free to join us and watch that playbook?
I should be able to do that.
That's my alarm for you guys.
Right. I just did it right
Here
now.
we go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pull the... Where the hell did it go? There's the duck race. All right. All the ones that are in. Here we go. We got a minute to the game. We got a minute to the race. Let the race begin. Well, welcome, everybody. Look at these little ducks. We first got Rudolph the red-nosed Duck. Jam Sessions taking the lead here.
Yeah.
We got Mythic Monty in second place. Look at Chris N with the sideways hat, looking like a G on the water track. Mythic Monty. Nice name, bro. No idea what it means, but he's in the lead right now. We got Chris N keeping up. Kenny Payne shows up to the party a little late and now takes the lead in the race. Who's going to pull away? We got 30 seconds left here on the clock.
Top shot.
Duckies.
Top shot.
Top shot.
I see a lot of familiar names. TSK. King's in the house in here.
Making a run. He's making a run.
20 seconds. Top shot Kingdom.
Top shot Kingdom. The Kings are going down.
Oh, Top Shot pulled a hammy.
Q Swan with the crown. Oh, someone's coming from behind with the Viking, but look at a little pink duck making a push.
Brent Boyd pushing his way through.
6 seconds. Mark Swift, the vampire duck.
Rank the moments. Mark Swift, number 13. Wow.
I am not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. That was the best duck race I've ever seen. It was longer than normal, right? It was a little bit more.
There were 3 subplots.
Yeah, they literally were. Yeah,
I love Chris. That was like the hat made me lose speed.
The crown was too heavy was a jewel of a comment, by the way.
Oh man, my guy Jacob Pachuzzi pulled a hamstring, like Jerry said.
He fell out quick. He just was going.
All right, so the winner was Mark Swift, right?
Mark Swift. So, we got to get you, Mark Swift. I don't know if you're on Twitter.
Mark Swift, email us, media team at Morning Brew Sports. Let us know. Put your username. Let us know so we can send you that 1 month free when it comes to the NBA Elite Pass.
Yep, I got the code for you. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. So here's the link at the bottom, playback.tv/Jerry. We're all heading over there now to watch the Knicks versus Mavs game. Come hang out with us. Yes, you actually get to watch the game behind us. We're not those guys that are like, hey, listen to us. We're going to call this game the entire time. No, there's a reason why you listen to some of these commentators because they're damn good, but we enjoy the commercials. We enjoy the good time. Jerry, take us away.
Let's go playback. Let's just go Knicks. OG on Kyrie from the opening tip is what I want to see.
It's going to be nasty.
And, I don't know. Do we got Breen tonight? Do we have Breen?
We do, right? I thought that's who's on the call.
I feel like we haven't heard Breen in forever, ever. So let's get over there right now.
I'm going to need a bang for my guy, Mark Breen.
Yeah. Dream. Appreciate you, Eddie.
No problem. Thanks for having me, guys.
You guys hanging out. Come join us over at the Playback, and we'll see you all later. And today's Thursday, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, see you tomorrow morning for the next morning brew, 11 a.m. How you doing?
That's right.